Hello again, readers. Thank you for joining Willow and I. Willow is my son's dog, and she gets to spend a lot of time with us. Yesterday when we met, I read the book, The Paperboy, and we thought about how readers infer. And we said that that means that as they're reading pictures and photos and words in their books, they're also thinking about their schema or what they already know. And when they put that together, they are inferring to make a really smart thought or guess about the book. And so you could see yesterday, I made lots of inferences as I was reading. One of them was that the dog is like the boy's best friend, like that saying I had heard growing up, because the dog got up when it was sleepy and cold to help the boy with his paper route. Well, today I have another book to share with you. I wonder if it will be anybody's favorite. It's called Rodent Rascals. From Tiny to Tremendous, 21 clever creatures at their actual size. So this book is a nonfiction book to teach us about rodents. That's an interesting topic, isn't it? Well, let's think about what we're going to be focusing on as readers. How can we enjoy and better understand our book? Something we've learned this year is that readers use nonfiction features to learn facts. And like we like to say, just the facts, please. We're going to learn some facts by using nonfiction features like special kinds of print. We're going to see colored print and some print in italics, and that'll help us focus on a piece of information. We're going to see actual size drawings, and that will help us think about how small or big different rodents are. We're going to look at a glossary and an index and see how those features help readers learn facts. At the end of both of these books, there are website recommendations. And so a lot of readers get interested in a topic and they want to learn more. And they use these website links to help them with their research. You can too. Lastly, one of my favorite features is photographs. Photographs help us see the real thing. Okay, readers, let's learn some facts. Now, what you're going to find interesting in nonfiction is that you don't have to read the whole book. You can read parts of it. Let's see what we'll learn about rodents. I chose this page about the hamster because of a text-to-self connection. We had a hamster growing up. Her name was Cupcake. And what I love about these two features is this is the actual size of a hamster. I can verify that because I've had a hamster. And then this special print, it jumps off the page and demands your attention, doesn't it? And so you can quickly see, oh, that's a hamster. Colored print helps us learn facts. Let me read some information about the hamster. Hamsters make great pets. They can be trained to do tricks, such as jumping through hoops and spinning in circles. They love to run and can go 5 or 6 miles on their wheel in a day. We call that a wow fact. Wow! 5 or 6 miles in a day. Whew. They have bad eyesight and are colored blind, but hamsters can navigate by smell. They can also feel by using their sensitive whiskers, like human hands. Tell your family 1 or 2 interesting things well, I should say interesting facts that you learned about hamsters. Now, I'd like to share with you another rodent rascal, the northern flying squirrel. This is its actual size. Did this colored print jump off the page and demand your attention? I think it did. Let's see what facts we can learn about the northern flying squirrel. Small northern flying squirrels can't really fly. They don't have wings. A thin fur-covered membrane that looks a bit like a wing stretches between their front and back legs. They can glide or soar as far as 300 feet. They steer with their legs and use their tails as rudders for direction while in the air, and as brakes while landing. Boy, that tail is helpful. Giant flying Asian squirrels can be 2 feet wide with an equally long tail. Some can travel as far as 1,500 feet, almost a third of a mile. You know, as I read that, I wondered, is this the actual size of the flying squirrel? I wondered that when I read this. They can be 2 feet wide. So I have to go back and think, did I make a mistake when I read? Because the two things don't seem to go together. Let me go back. Giant flying Asian squirrels can be 2 feet wide. Oh, that's a different squirrel than the northern flying squirrel. I'm glad I reread that. Do you do that, readers, when you notice that I'm a little confused? That's what good readers like you and I do. What did you learn about northern flying squirrels? Turn and tell your family. Let's see what rodent rascal we're going to learn about next. Look at the colored print. It gets your attention. It helps the nonfiction reader. Guinea pigs. Guinea pigs are not pigs. A person used as a subject in research is often called a guinea pig. This is because for more than 200 years, actual guinea pigs have been used for experiments. These cute creatures are affectionate and very clean. Many have a washcloth, a little bald spot on the side of both front paws. They lick the spots to make them wet and then groom themselves with their paws. What did you learn about a guinea pig? Share a fact or two. So there's a few more features in here I'd like to show you that we can learn facts, or that help us learn facts. Here's the glossary. Sometimes you'll come across a word and you say, I don't really know what that word means. And then you can look for the glossary, which is usually in the back of the book, and see if that unknown word is there. Hibernate, for example. When an animal remains inactive during cold months, often sleeping in a burrow or cave. If you didn't know that word, the glossary could help you learn a new word. We've used glossaries in math and science and nonfiction reading, haven't we, readers? Another feature that can help you learn more by doing research is in a lot of newer nonfiction books, like this one, websites you might enjoy. And here's a list of websites. Here's a list where you can learn about rodents in the wild. Here you can learn about rodents in the zoo. Learn about rodents as pets. And here are websites for people who love rodents. Websites of rodent enthusiasts. Do you think you'd like to look at one of those websites? To be honest, I don't think I would. Lastly, you might need an index. If you pick up my book and say, "May I borrow your book, Miss Coburn? I want to read about gerbils." You'll probably start here in the index at the back of the book. Sometimes you can find an index at the beginning of the book, but usually they're here at the end. So if you want to learn about gerbils, you're going to look down the list. The list is in alphabetical order until you get to G, and here you'll see gerbil, pages 9, 9, and 28. An index helps a nonfiction reader find a page that they're looking for to read about a certain topic. Rodent Rascals, who would like to borrow my book?